look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got something it's going to be different from what I normally do. Excuse me. I done told you guys and ladies that I used to be a gangbanger, a drug dealer, and a pimp. I only had one flatback. A flatback and pimp talk is basically one girl. I didn't have no big stable. You can look me up on some of the things I said, because I'm going to be talking about how these women are 304s, man, and how they have applied 304 mindsets to their day-to-day relationships, man. So before I go any further, here, let me put this up here. I happened to find my old offender card when I got out here. I had a $100,000 bond on me. I'm trying to validate what I say about myself. In my members only, there's a video I made exposing how I was gang banging and stuff like that, but you had to join that. But if you want to look me up on this is in Harris County. This is spin number 02289692. You can look that up and you'll see if I'm lying or not. Public record, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is show you how these women are acting. Now I'm going to give you some definition of pimp lingo, and I'm going to show you how this is applying to your daughters and the girls that we see, how they're acting like 304s without a 16. So let's go ahead and get started. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient with me for a second as I put it on your screen. You know what I mean? Let's get it. It's a new juicy content for somebody else to bite off of.
Gotcha. You can't be a hoe and try to be a square. Gotcha. You can't be a 304 without a 16. There's no 304 without a 16. Just like there's.
Now I want you to hear what she said. A lot of these women claim when they get older that they want a good man, but before they become older, they're acting like a 304. They're acting like a hoe. You can't be a hoe and a square at the same time. You can't be a good girl and a bad girl at the same time. You get what I'm saying? A 304. Hoes, skanks, whatever it is. These women out there are moving in. They are sliding into men DMs if they think a man has the bag. You get what I'm saying? So these women are acting like the hoes on the blade, acting like the girls who walk the streets, man, and they ain't got a 16. Now let me break that down. You might see on my screen, I said, what's a 304 without a 16? This is how I know a lot of y'all be faking and bullshitting, because you don't understand old school terminology and shit like that. A 16 is the 16th letter of the alphabet. What is the 16th letter of the alphabet? It's P. What do the P stand for? Pimp. All right. So when you hear someone say, I'm a 16, which you probably won't get to hear like back in the old school days, maybe she knows it because she heard it, but 16 means pimp. So what's a 304 without a pimp? It's like saying, what's a hoe without a pimp? Since saying, what's a 304 without a 16 is what's a hoe without a pimp. When you got a woman who operates outside of the ism, and the ism is the regulations and the rules that make a bitch learn how to make a man drool. Without the ism, without the direction and the correction of the ism, which is the pimp regulations and the direction that you use to break a bitch, and you teach her, I'm trying to keep YouTube, and you keep her doing what you want her to do, you got to put that in her. If she don't have the ism in her, then we will call a renegade. That's just a woman who walks around, she do her own pimping. She pimping herself. She ain't spending no money on no pimp. She trying to take care of herself. This is what you see in the women that we see today. They are hyper independent, like a renegade hoe. A renegade hoe who don't want any of the pimping. She want to go up there and get it herself. All this hyper independent, I'm a boss B, I'm a boss diva, I'm a break his pockets and all this shit like that. That ain't nothing different than a hoe that's a renegade. I'm just letting you know from a pimp point of view. I'm gonna play this one more time, then I'm gonna get really, really deep with you, because there's some terms that I know many of you ain't gonna understand. Let's keep going. I'm gonna play this one more time though.
Gotcha. You can't be a hoe and try to be a square. Gotcha. You can't be a 304 without a 16. There's no 304 without a 16. Just like there's no 16 without a 304.
Okay, now we got that out the way. I can't wait to see who's gonna bite this idea here, because I'm gonna tell you something. I've been seeing people doing this, just copying me. You know what I mean? Almost verbatim and shit. But I ain't tripping, man. You like this pimping like that, man? I'm happy for it. I hope it make your child blow up. I want you to see this woman's mindset when it comes down to being a 304.
There's so many other things black women can do, because we can. It's really that simple. Yeah, you could do nails, do hair, do lashes. But if you want to be a 304, be a 304. Why do you care? You ain't paying bills.
Now I want you to understand that woman right there is not a 304 that walks the blade. She just has the mindset of a hoe. Okay? The blade is not the streets like it used to just be the streets, right? The blade, the stroll, you have to meet these hoes on the corner or whatnot. It ain't just that no more. Like Pimp C said, pimping ain't dead, it moved to the internet. A lot of these women now, they are pimping themselves. We already know that. They are online pimping. They pimping themselves online. OnlyFans ain't nothing more than a place where tricks meet to pay hoes. That's all it is. Even if he's just looking at her. Anytime you spend money just to see a woman naked body, man, you a trick. Straight up. You a sucker, you a simp. It just is what it is, no, man. I'm not knocking. Everybody like to look at beautiful women naked. I get that and stuff. But anytime you have to get a monthly subscription just to see a hoe, then you are a John. You are a trick. It just is what it is. I'm not saying if you just look at adult movies and stuff like that, like Cornhub and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. But if you paying monthly, like Seeking Arrangements and other little sites or Sugar Baby, Sugar Mama, and you out there, you ain't nothing but a trick. The pimping ain't never died. The pimping has just morphed. It's evolved. And unfortunately, this whole culture that we see amongst our young ladies is going to destroy them. Like Charleston White said, he said that the gangster culture wiped out the young black man. Almost every black man out here want to be a gangster of some kind of way, or a dope boy, the music, the image and stuff like that. This Sexy Red, this Suki Hana, all that crazy stuff we hearing these women rap about right now and how they are promoting that stuff, it's wiping out the young black lady. It's turning them into straight hoes. It's just what it is. They are looking for the 16, but they want to be the pimps themselves. I'm just letting you know. That's why I used to be very, very cold on the hoe, man. I used to treat a bitch like this. I was like, I treat a bitch like toilet paper, use it for shit and throw it away. That's why I used to tell hoes, you know what I mean? So, but back then, man, the game was different. Now with all this technology and all this stuff you got going on right now, man, it's crazy. Let me go ahead and put something else up here for you right quick, ladies. Just give me a moment, man. This one right here is gonna really blow your mind, man. This girl gonna talk about how much she in the beginning, I couldn't find the whole video, but she talking about how much she would charge a man to go bareback, like raw. But let's keep going.
I do bare because it's extra money, and I only do bare with regulars.
Bareback for any amount of money is fucking crazy. All right, so I used to be a SW 304, whatever.
She used to be a prostitute. She was a hoe that walked the blade. SW means street walker. Let's keep going.
Fucking crazy. All right, so I used to be a SW 304, whatever, right? I haven't done it since like 2019. I've been straight and narrow ever since then. But one thing, it seems like you might be new to, to the scene, new to that type of life. I just want to warn you, barebacking for any amount of money is not fucking worth it. Like, girl, what you have to remember is barebacking in general, right? Like, even as like a regular, if you're a square and you barebacking, that's risky shit in and of itself because, oh, my eyelashes on tilt, but it's risky business in and of itself because you don't know who your other partners sleep with, right? It's not even about the fake papers or anything like that. Yeah, people can show you their screenings and stuff, but do you know that it takes 6 months for you to be able to detect HIV? And if they just got those papers back, right? But then they slept with somebody bareback a couple of weeks ago, you're still not safe. You're still at risk. On top of that, you know how like you only bareback your regulars? Let's say you got 4 regulars, right? They're your regulars, but each of 4 of those regulars has probably 3 or 4 females that they see themselves. They're not just your regulars. Those are also other people's regulars. So the fact that you out here barebacking your regulars, you barebacking other people's regulars as well. That shit is crazy. And then those other people, those other girls, they have other regulars, right? So for every regular that you barebacking, you're literally barebacking everybody that person has slept with, who that person has slept with. You have to do better. I swear to God, I'm not trying to come at you because it's your life, it's your body. But if you're going to be out here doing that shit, do that shit right, because you're putting everybody else at risk. Also, there was another girl who stitched your video who was talking about like the risk of people who retaliate against, SW. That is true as shit. There are people out there who have contracted something from somebody, right? Or maybe just hurt for whatever reason. It might not even have nothing to do with any 304. However, they will go out of their way to find a 304 who's willing to do whatever the hell, right? Beat the shit out of them, R them, and infect them with the same shit that they have. It's not a game out here. And the fact that you're sending that message to other people who either don't have anything, like they don't have any knowledge of the 304. That's why they're asking you these questions, because they don't know anything about it. I seriously hope that you find somebody like meet you some other 304s who have been in the game a little longer, who not trying to, you know what I mean? But who just genuinely like will give you a little bit of game. You feel me? Like find you some people who've been in the game for a long ass time and just watch. Just observe.
That's what I want to say too. These hoes out here, man, it's a lot of pack of mustard back heifers who are giving each one of these women the hoe game. How to be a hoe, how to get money, stuff like that. Don't have no idea what they're doing, jeopardizing themselves. There's a lot of these women catching STDs. They got the American black women, according to the statistical data, has the highest rates in gonorrhea, herpes, HIV. You can look that up yourself on the CDC website, because they got the mindset of the hoe. They need management. They need management like a pimp will give them. Keep in mind now, I am not pushing that lifestyle. All right. I'm just trying to get you to see what we're dealing with, because when I look outside now and I hear these women talk and I see what they're doing, I see how they're trying to hustle, it always reminds me of pimping. It reminds me of hoeing. That's all I see. And I see a lot of beta male simps. They ain't nothing but the tricks. They ain't nothing but the Johns. They ain't nothing but the customers. I see dudes spending their last on these broke hoes, man. I mean, seriously. It ain't no different than what I see in the street as if you a pimp or a hoe. It's the same thing. These women have became hoes, man. In my most humble opinion, I'm not saying that to disrespect nobody, but the lifestyles of promiscuity. These women are sleeping with men for $40, $20 to get their fake ass wig put on or their nails did. That ain't nothing but hoeing. That's just nothing but a woman got a dude that's tricking on her. There's men out here sponsoring women whole lifestyles, man, tricking on her. And all she doing is give them a little bit of brain, give them a little bit of butt. Some of these guys out here are so lame and so weak, they're not even getting none of the sugar. They ain't getting none of the honey, man. All those hoes are getting is the money, and they ain't got one smell, one scent, one sniff of the honey. They don't even know what the fuck it look like. They just know she got some. There's some suckers out there like that, man. So it seems like these women have just changed into prostitutes. Now, this is my humble opinion. It's really my humble opinion, man. And I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking. And some of these women, mama was hoes. So the moms are teaching them this. And I'm going to show you that too. Hold on for a second. As I pull it up on the screen. No, I'll keep it real over here, man. What's a 304 without a 16, baby? There we go.
Okay, fellas, let me say this. Some of you need to start checking the Carfax on some of the women that you're dating. And what I'm saying is, if her mother or the woman who raised her is a 304, promiscuous, difficult to deal with, or if her mother condescends or talks down or lashes out at the man that she's dealing with, the probability of the woman you're dealing with doing the same thing long term is probably pretty high. You need to analyze that. Most of us, not all of us, are a product of our environment. So that is learned behavior. That is something that she's been taught and something that she sees. So, and with that being said, I think it is so important to meet the family, because they're going to tell you everything you want to know. So if her family says, hey, she's a little high maintenance, she's difficult to deal with, she likes to fight, and you're like, oh no, I can handle it, because you think it's just cute and you think you can change that woman.
That is not true, boy. I done dated women like that where their mama was a damn hell raiser. And I'm gonna tell you something. Every daughter who comes, damn near, I'm gonna say damn near, I say 98, 99%. If that woman mama and grandma or her mama was a hell raising woman, that daughter gonna be that. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. I'm telling you that right now. If the mama cuss a whole lot, the daughter gonna cuss a lot. If the mama out there running the streets, jumping on Tom, Dick, and Harry because she love it, daughter gonna do it too. If her sister's out there, majority of the time, it's very few. Sometimes you get them where they get away from what mama behavior is. But if they come up in the hood majority of the time, they're gonna be just what their environment is. If their sister a hoe, she gonna be a hoe. If she got a whole bunch of friends that hoes, she is not going to be the only one that's a good girl and she hanging around 5 hoes. No, but they'll tell you that. That is true, man. I've seen it. I've seen it where their mama packed pistols and then she packed pistols. I'm telling you, man.
No, I can handle it because you think it's just cute and you think you can change that woman or that you can keep her calm. It's going to come back and bite you. So some of the things that you analyze when you meet the family and you understand how she's raised is going to show you in the very beginning the red flags that you need to avoid.
Bet. So most time, if the mama is a hoe, if the aunt is a hoe, if the grandma is a hoe, if the sister is a hoe, then she gonna be a hoe. A hoe. Anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode a little bit different, man. And I'm gonna get some kind of pushback some kind of way, but you know what? I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool as ice, man, so I don't give a fuck what you say. But this is what I want to give you, this information, my point of view. That's what I really think. I see a lot of women taking on this, the whole mindset. I think you do too. I don't think too many people gonna argue with that, but if you do, I don't care. Friday, I'm going to have a live stream at 5:30 Central Standard Time, talking about how I think a lot of the modern day women are evil Jezebels. And since I got some pushback by some long head pointing no hoes who said something about what I said before, bring your ass to the show. I'm gonna have it set up to where it's not gonna be no subscribers only in the beginning. I want women only. Bring your mustard back ass on there and argue and talk and tell me why I shouldn't think you or why other men shouldn't think that you are Jezebels, because I'm gonna have a lot of shit to show. This ain't gonna be one of my ratchet hood ones that I did the last 2 Sundays. This gonna be some shit. I'm gonna show you some information and how I be doing these serious videos throughout the week like this, for example. That is what this Friday is gonna be. So I'm gonna give you some time. If no woman jump on, I don't want no man to jump in during that time when I'm calling for a woman. If nobody joins in as a woman, I'm gonna go ahead and set the show to subscribers only. And then if a man wanna come in there who is a subscriber and talk, come on through, man. But you ladies who got a problem with the fuck I'm saying, come on through. Or even if you are a lady who agree with what I'm saying, come on through. Because we need y'all to actually back up some of the shit we say too. It'd be real nice. But for all you knucklehead ones, come on through. It's gonna be good. I don't think they're gonna show up because a lot of these women kind of intimidated by me anyway. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna bring it to it raw and uncut, but it's just what it is. Can you dig it? All right. Y'all have a good one now. Y'all be safe out there. You hear?